NBC27 Digital Now Center. This is Beyond the Forecast with your most accurate local meteorologists.
Well, we say good morning, everybody. It is great to be with you. I am Meteorologist Brett Thackara coming to you here from the Weather Center. And for those of you that saw our Facebook and social media posts yesterday, we wanted to welcome our newest team member. Her name is Summer Trolley, and she is joining us from North Carolina. She is a Pennsylvania native who is from originally just outside of Philadelphia, wanted to come back home, or at least closer to home, and we are thrilled to have her. She is a graduate from Florida State University, and she will be giving you the forecast along with the rest of us here starting later this week, and we are excited to welcome her aboard. And for those of you wondering, Michael Brullo, Christy Shields not going anywhere either. They're going to be continuing to do the forecast on Sunday mornings for us, and you're going to be seeing Summer on Saturdays and Sunday nights, and also occasionally during the week. So we are glad to have her aboard. In the meantime, you're stuck with old me as we get into the forecast here on what is a dreary week. You want to talk about winter making a comeback yesterday and Tuesday. It sure did after what was a gorgeous Saturday. Really the nicest day of the winter was saved for the last day of February. So let's get into it here. It is rather dreary. We've seen some fog. The mountains here in Millersburg are shrouded in it. And without the leaves on the trees yet, it just looks gray and gloomy. Visibility is rather low. Although the fog is lifting, we are starting now to see the low clouds and you know the mist and the showers kind of take over. So it has been rather gloomy. Temperatures are cold, right? Still in the 30s, warmer than yesterday, so we don't have to worry about any icing. But look at this little boundary here. Okay, and you can kind of see it where the rainfall is. That is a stationary frontal boundary, and that is going to be the focal point for waves of showers over the course of the next 3 days. And the rain is just going to kind of lift in and ride up and along this boundary and really be with us here through Friday. I think the worst of it will come tomorrow and tomorrow night. Temperatures today should be climbing into the mid-40s, where Baltimore and D.C. are right now. We're going to be stuck in the 30s, and as I always say, it takes a while to scour out the cold air. You've heard it. We do have plenty of clouds around at the airport, a damp tarmac. Temperatures will be getting into the mid-40s, kind of peaking there and then sliding a bit this evening. We're not going to see big swings in temperature over the next few days. Yesterday, only 29 and 35. We will be warmer than yesterday. We will be about 10 degrees warmer than yesterday, closer to the normal high of 47. But still, 47 feels different in the sunshine, right? If today was blue sky and sun, 47 would feel great. When it's damp and cloudy and rainy, I'm not so sure that it feels as nice. So here's the setup, and I want to take a little bit of time and show you this stationary frontal setup. And in fact, I'm going to explain it using another graphic, but the cool side of this front here is to the north, and I'm drawing on the arrows here. This is where we will be, and this is why we expect temperatures to kind of stay in the 40s. The warmer side of this front is down here, and that is why they're going to be enjoying temperatures in the 60s while we sit in the 40s. But it is all about the front. Remember, a front is a boundary between two different air masses, and we were hoping to get into the 50s this week and eventually the 60s. I think we will make it into the 60s here by the weekend, but it's going to be a slow go as temperatures really are struggling, especially on the other side of that front. And we're going to show you that here in just a second as I click through some other graphics. But it's all about the front, and we've seen this a lot of times here throughout the course of spring, and in March, 'tis the season for it. So again, let's take a closer look here at this front and what it means for us with temperatures. And here it is. You can see where the warm side of the front is, right? Charleston's at 50, even Pittsburgh at 44, Cincinnati at 53, Bowling Green at 63. And so you get this sort of this warm tongue of air surging to the north. Meanwhile, we have a classic cold air damming scenario here. East flow, and then down the spine of the Appalachians, that cold air just drains southward, and so we're stuck in the 30s. And then again, clearly to the north, Buffalo, Detroit, Chicago, Boston, all in the 30s. So that's where the cold air is. So this front is a big deal, and it's going to be with us here throughout the week. It is going to produce some showers for us, some light scattered showers today, maybe stray showers is a better word. I think bouts of heavy rain tomorrow, really starting early in the morning, continuing at times throughout the day and into tomorrow night. Now, tomorrow night, the heaviest looks to stay just to our south, more toward Baltimore and Philly. We will still see some rain right through Friday morning, and then an occasional shower Friday. It's going to stay cloudy Friday, pretty gray, pretty dull, pretty damp. But listen, we need this rain. As I said yesterday, over the last 3 years, we've built up almost a 15-inch deficit, and so this rain is going to be helpful for that. We have over an inch of rain coming, right around an inch or so through late Friday. But temperatures are going to be a struggle. Low to mid-40s today. This clearly, again, shows the cold air damming pattern. I will say Precision Cast has done a nice job of sort of picking up on that. You can kind of see it here. But I just don't see us getting to 50 degrees until the weekend. We dip into the 30s tonight, and then tomorrow maybe a little bit warmer, but highs still stuck in the mid-40s. Tomorrow could be a day, too, where maybe some of our southwestern counties get into the 50s, but we'll see. I think that's going to be a challenge as well. So cool, damp, rainy, that's going to be the forecast here. Now, by the time the weekend rolls around, we should be getting warm air flowing in here from the south ahead of our next cold front. That cold front is situated right here with some severe weather along it for the Midwest. That's going to be marching to the east, and so I think by Saturday evening and Saturday night, we could see some showers, if not maybe a few thunderstorms here, and then the front is going to push to the south by Sunday. So Sunday morning, still cloudy, maybe a shower. By Sunday afternoon, we clear out, and then Monday and Tuesday look nice before the next front wants to move in here by late next week. So out ahead of the front on Saturday especially, we start to get a wind shift, and you see this ridge building in. So I think that's going to help to warm us up into the 60s here on Saturday. Then we stay zonal, so 60s, maybe even 70s by early next week. And then here comes another front by next Wednesday. We are going to cool down again by the end of next week. So temperatures, again, it's spring going up and down. We see the numbers in the 40s, close to normal Thursday and Friday. Way above average here then for the weekend and early next week. Would be nice to see some 70s, and then down we go by the end of next week after another front moves through. So some stray showers today, 45 degrees. Tonight, 39, rainy, foggy, raw, cool, ugly, and that dampness sticks around here. The worst of the rain will be tomorrow and tomorrow night. Saturday, breezy and mild. Most of the day will be dry at 68, but some evening showers and maybe a rumble of thunder. Don't forget, we set clocks forward Saturday night. And then it looks warm to start next week, 60s and perhaps even some 70s, which is not a bad thing. So right now I want to go through some models. Again, this is called Beyond the Forecast for a reason. And, excuse me, I want to just go through some models to see how each model kind of views the precipitation. So this is going to take us out through Friday morning. And this does show an inch of rain, too. This is the HER model. It's one of the high-res models. And we can see that this does spit out an inch or two of rain in spots through Thursday night. So that is in agreement with our Precision Cast. Let's show you the NAM here. This is going to take us out through Friday. This has a little bit less. This has more like a half inch to an inch of rain. You can see where the swath of heavy rain is. That keeps it to the north. Let's go to the GFS model, and you can see here through Friday, about a half inch to an inch, right around an inch. Again, that's similar. And how about the good old European? Let's show you that. Again, a little bit less to the south. The brunt of heavy rain looks to be through the middle of Pennsylvania. But again, most models at least have us close to an inch, at least somewhere in the viewing area. So I would say right around an inch. Maybe some places get a little less. Maybe some places get a little bit more. But that seems to be the going theory here through the end of the week, that we can pick up about an inch of rain. And I think it's going to be really good, really beneficial rain, and then we get a warm-up for the weekend. So all is not lost as we move into the next few days. But keep the umbrella handy, keep the jacket handy, and certainly keep your patience handy waiting for those warm temperatures. For now, I'm meteorologist Brett Thackara. This is Beyond the Forecast. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great day.